My short talk this evening is regarding the effects of colonialism and how a problem that starts in one region of the world can go to affect events in another region. As we all know, beginning from the 7th century of the Common Era, Muslim marauders and jihadists overran Southeast Asia, Arabia, North Africa, and then subsequently Sub-Saharan Africa. Wherever they arrive, they force the people to convert to Islam. If they don't convert to Islam, they will kill them or they are forced to leave. And they have been doing this for hundreds of years. Now, the British, seeing all of this, decided in 1095 to ask their European allies and the papacy to conscript young men in Christian areas of Europe to go to the Holy Lands of Jerusalem and surrounding areas to remove these Muslim occupants from those areas and retake the land. After 200 years, they gave up the effort. Now, even though they gave up the effort, the British learned the lesson that Muslims are not good neighbors with people who are not practitioners of their faith. Even members of their faith are also in danger because they fight against each other with matters relating to faith, with matters relating to interpretation of their books, and that is why you have ISIS, Taliban, Houthi, Al-Shabaab, Boko Haram, and so on. People who do dastardly things in the name of their God. Well, in Nigeria, because they have the power, they infuse corruption into the culture with impunity. They take all the oil money, they refuse to provide electricity to the area where this oil is produced that provides sustenance to Nigeria. They do not give them good roads or bridges to bring petroleum products through these creeks and estuaries. So the people there, the natives, have to set up their own refineries to produce the petrol that they need for electricity through generators. And they do so by puncturing pipelines. Sometimes these pipelines go for days without being plugged. And in an atmosphere like that, the government is even lax with how it conducts its oversight on oil companies. So, in essence, the entire region is being decimated. Well, the result of this is that Nigeria, being on the equator, is pounded by the equatorial sun, almost the same temperature as you have in California's high desert. So what happens is that this sun pounds the earth, which is already caked with waste oil. Their riverines, they can't fish in their ponds. It also has layers of oil, and this oil evaporates into the atmosphere where it is tangible. It is blown by northeast winds into the Atlantic, and there it churns ferociously to make landfall in serious hurricanes on the East Coast. That's not the only problem. The heated atmosphere causes the ice shelf to melt, and what that does is that it raises ocean levels. And when ocean levels rise, shorelines and areas that are underlying in the in the continental shelf are threatened with submergence. Not only that, too, because the ions are up there and they are tangible, they provide anchor for rain clouds. And California experiences deluges in rainfall, the type that sent mudslides in Montecito, the area where Oprah Winfrey used to have her home. Not only that, too, we have the issue of fires, the type of fires that jumped 14-lane highways that wiped out a city like Paradise City in California. So all of these problems from climate change is due to the recklessness of corrupt political system. And I appeal to the United States government to prevail on Nigeria to revert the custody of the land where this oil is produced to the actual inhabitants, because otherwise there will be no proper custodians for it, and America will always bear the brunt of that recklessness. Thank you.
Good. We're 5 minutes, 47 seconds. So that's great.